the architecture school. Hopefully those will turn into paid programs. We want to expand on those to get more income from the school. So I'd say it's a good possibility.
Would it be feasible to set up a revenue-generating faculty-student workforce at the college, 10 to 20 hours a week, in which, for example, designers could take on public clients, engineers could offer their expertise on city projects, architects could sketch plans and build models, etc.?
First, I think the Design Center, I don't know if they still do, but they used to do design work outside nonprofit organizations, so some of this is already done. A student-faculty workforce is complicated because of union groups that faculty have, that may be an issue. I'm going to get the union contracts and see if that would get a little bit of that extra time.
These ideas are now all on record, so they're easily pursued by anyone who takes an interest. Perhaps the school could be known for servicing the community beyond education. Well, this is actually, sorry, this is just the end to that question. I think keeping this idealistic and professional students. And in terms of savings, someone did mention that there's a lot of waste in the computer labs of printing paper, and whether there should be an exemption of reprinting for each student person.
Yeah, that's really not a board issue. I would hope people don't waste, whatever we have, but again, it's not a topic of the board.
Okay, and there's just a couple of radical questions. Actually, that have to do with moving the library and renting out the first floor of the foundation building to retail. Is that actually something that's ever been considered?
Sure. When the foundation building was initially opened in 1859, the ground floor was retail. Peter Cooper put that in as a source of revenue for the school. So the idea of doing that again has been discussed. But everything else, nothing is off the table. Everything's doing.
Okay. Well, thank you all very, very much for your attentiveness during this first part. We have about 50 more minutes. So if anyone would like to address a question to Chairman Epstein, just raise your hand. Okay, thank you.
You very casually mentioned something about a systemic failure, systemic loss producing.
Well, it's a systemic deficit. That the costs are going up faster than our ability to make money to pay them. That's a systemic failure. It's not one particular thing that we can wipe out and move that solves our problem. Yeah, it's a structural deficit. It's just costing too much money compared to what we're bringing.
Did that come as a surprise to you?
No, this has been going on for quite a while. But in the good years of the market, we were able to earn enough money on the return on investment to cover the deficit. And so that's how we managed for so long. But with the market crashing and the economy being sour, we can't get those returns.
President Berger did mention in a number of his addresses that the market has been a magic bullet for Cooper for many generations, and because of the market situation now, that's not going to happen this time around.
That's why the suggestion of mismanagement of funds is really off-base.
And lady, the second row?
You said that the new building paid for itself in the sense that it freed up the other space that you can sell, but that loan that took out the ones that you where that went.
Yeah, again, there's a pool of money that was fed by a number of things, the capital campaign, the loan, and the sale of the engineering groundworks. Paid for this. Yeah, part of the loan went for that. It's I'll leave that to the financial people. It's fungible. It depends, you can say that part of it came from the capital campaign, you can say part of it from the loan. I mean, I always have a battle with the TC. I always say I have a two-column accounting system. Money in and money out. Yeah, Mitchell answered
It's basically a question of timing. If you look at it, there was $60 million raised in the capital campaign, and again, money being fungible. If you look, the sale of the 51 Astor Place site raised $97 million, and then the $2 million a year in cash flow is equivalent to $40 million. So that we haven't gotten it yet, but at the end of the day, the investment pool was larger than before the building. But when the building was completed, the investment pool was larger. That has been spent on deficits over the past 5 years.
Part of that investment pool
correct, but the loan was taken out against, you know, when you see on the financial books, you see a value for the price of the building of $500 million. A lot of that, that's the present value of the ground lease for a period of decades. That's not cash that is realized. So the intent to take out the loan was to liquidate or liquefy some of what is an illiquid real estate asset that could then be reinvested with, at the time, in excess of the rate on the loan, which was not an extraordinary investment or a very risky investment.
Everyone has to take a turn. Sorry, I'll
How are we
get to you.
able, like, how are we able to either get the loan in our financial condition so bad, like how we got something loan? And if we can't pay off the loan, does that mean we have to pay the price of it? Like,
The loan is secured by a mortgage on the Chrysler building.
so does that pay for that investment?
There is cash flow to be refinanced. There are increases in the rent in the Chrysler building over time, and it's projected that the rental in the Chrysler building will sustain that.
I'm going to, the person who spoke up, I'll give you a chance to, whoever that was, say what you want to say.
You said that I believe the $150 million loan that was taken out,
$175 million.
and that was reinvested how?
Well, first of all, part of that loan, it's either 23 or 28 million of that, was used to pay off the loan and do it for with the outstanding loans come back at the next quarter. So it's 175 minus the 23, 28, I'll say that's $50 million. Well, sorry, what I said was that part of the loan proceeds, the loan was $175 million, 23 or 28 million, I'm not sure the exact number right now, was used to pay off an existing loan on the dormitory building that we still had. So not all 175